Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you in some way out, and we just watch and talk about what goes on in the world. And I just got to thank my folks that's been rocking with your boy, because you could be somewhere else trying to find these videos, but yet you're rocking it out with CSL TV. And I'm sorry for y'all people. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, with family life and reading about what's going on, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I can get a little emotional, and I should edit my videos better than I have been editing. But that's no excuse. I'm just trying to deliver the content to you guys to keep you informed of what's going on, just in case you're not able to log in front of a TV or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy that we got to share the world with so many crazy ass people, man. I just hope that each and every one of you stay safe, stay positive, and you already know what we're about to do over here. So let's get it.
Tyler Turner was just 18 years old when he decided to go skydiving for the first time.
I am gonna jump out of a plane.
But he had no idea his instructor wasn't even qualified to be up there. 49-year-old Robert Pooley had been lying about his credentials for nearly a decade. He'd been training new instructors at the Lodi Parachute Center in California, even though his own certification was suspended back in 2015. Pooley kept on teaching using a fake signature to sign off on training courses. One of those students was 25-year-old Young Kwon, who had recently moved to California from South Korea. When Kwon was paired up with Tyler for a tandem jump, something went terribly wrong. Kwon couldn't open either the main or reserve chutes, and both men fell to their deaths in a nearby vineyard. Tyler's mom said the whole scene at the parachute center that day was hurried and rushed. But it wasn't just a one-time thing either. The Lodi Parachute Center has seen 28 deaths since 1985. That's more than one death per year on average. Pooley trained over 100 new instructors during his time there, and just this week, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison. But here's the thing, he hasn't been charged for Tyler and Kwon's deaths. Tyler's family did win a $40 million judgment in a civil suit against the owner of the Parachute Center. But as of last year, they hadn't seen a penny of it. When profit is prioritized over safety, tragedies like this are more likely to occur. How many more lives could have been saved if there had been stricter oversight and accountability?
Man, that's crazy just to hear that these kids die from skydiving. And honestly, before I got into this car accident that left me with nerve damage and all this other hip shit, I honestly wanted to go skydiving. I honestly was thinking about it, was looking into places. I actually got a place around here where they do that, as well as you can get, you know what I'm saying, helicopter ride. But seeing this, I'm pretty sure I'm good on that. Plus, I got fucking nerve damage, so what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Because I know from the fact when it gets hot, my body, everything start to feel weird, like it's nerve related. But enough of me. I'm just trying to say I can never do this skydiving thing because of my situation. And who would have thought that? You know what I'm saying? You go to a business that's doing stuff like this, we already know how dangerous it is. You sign a waiver, all that type of stuff. If something was crazy was to happen, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, if his business wasn't legitimate, he should be hella sued. All these deaths, 28 deaths since then, you know what I'm saying? And they just now doing something about it, or they might not be doing nothing about it, but I know what isn't getting done. He is not paying them, and I'm pretty sure he's making a really good profit, because if he is not legitimately licensed to be able to carry on his business, then that means he was pocketing all that money, because he ain't paying taxes and nothing on it. I'm pretty sure if he was paying taxes on that money, if somebody was doing their damn job right, they would have known about this a long time ago. But just to hear it's been over 20-something deaths, and he is just now getting exposure to fraud and all this other shit, and he only getting 2 years? Like, bro, you just killed people, and you didn't even have the correct credentials, man. So why the hell did he only get 2 years, knowing that he done took lives of many under his belt for not having the correct credentials? You feel me? So I don't understand why this is just a 2-year slap on the wrist. Just like I just did a story, I believe it was yesterday, of some frat party kids getting somebody drunk that wanted to get initiated into the frat, and instead of seeing if he was okay, what they do. Slam them down, do all this dumb extra shit like stupid, young, immature people who shouldn't be drinking, but it's college life, so we already know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? So, justice, man, I'm telling you, it only serves some people versus other people.
The classroom was quiet as students settled in for their morning class at Arizona State University. But in a split second, everything changed. That's when 19-year-old Casey Sloan suddenly launched herself at her classmate, Mara Daffrin. As Casey approached, she tripped and fell. Mara, not realizing what was about to happen, tried to help her up. That's when Casey pulled out a knife and stabbed Mara twice. Horrified students watched as Mara tried to run away, only to be stabbed in the back. But just as Casey was going for a third attack, a Navy veteran in the class sprang into action. He grabbed Casey's wrist, disarmed her, and held her down until police arrived. Mara was rushed to the hospital with a ruptured spleen and injuries to her chest and arm. She needed emergency surgery to save her life. When police searched Casey's backpack, they found handwritten letters apologizing for what she was, quote, about to commit. Apparently, she'd been planning this attack since the night before. Casey told police she had issues with her self-worth and thought the attack would make her problems go away. She said she chose Mara as an easier target than the veteran she originally had in mind. Critics say this points to something corporate media never covers: our country's mental health epidemic. Right now, 56% of adults who need mental health care receive no treatment because our healthcare system is designed to return profits to shareholders, not actually help people. Thankfully, Mara survived and is recovering at home. Casey is facing charges of aggravated assault with a possible prison term of 2 to 9 years. Until we fix the underlying issues like poverty, inequality, and a broken mental health care system, expect crazy ass shit like this to keep happening.
So that's crazy. She get 2 to 9 years for attacking somebody, and she survived. But this guy that we just heard about earlier in the beginning of this whole thing, getting 2 years for not having a proper license, and then in his situation, people actually died. So my thing is, I'm not trying to say this is a racial thing going on, because it's clearly not, because they both only getting 2 years for what they did. But my thing is, why the old guy only getting 2 years and people actually died, whereas in this person is getting 2 to 9 years, more than likely 2 years, depending on how she, I guess, behave in her cage. But this world, man, that we got to share these type of folks with, and knowing that she had mental health issues because of her letters and how she thought somebody would be an easier target. And this is why I tell everybody that watch my videos, whether you're sliding through, stopping by, or you're rocking with me, I just hope all y'all be safe and careful out there. And I'm not saying be paranoid, but live your life, but always look out to make sure that you're not on somebody's radar of being one of these type folks, you know what I'm saying, where you is a victim to somebody else's mental health. It is crazy to hear that this shit steady goes on and nothing is being done about it. No talks, no this, no that. And I'm sorry, but this is something that's just as important as a war or anything like that, because it's a war within our own country that a lot of folks out here isn't getting a proper treatment in.